EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Dreadnoughts of Honolulu taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here we go. Fight, 97. Pause red. Ready?
They go with Washington to begin the drive. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up third down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they got to find a way to get it back together.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Off play action, Sharp. And his throw is incomplete. Trying to find Greg Dulcich there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. You talk about this Bengals defense. They've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
To throw on 3rd down. Sharp. Complete to Stewart, right side. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Corliss Waitman now. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at the 20.
11 Thomas. 11 Mighty. 11 Mighty.
On play action, they'll throw. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
11 MT. 11 MT. 12. 12. 12. 11, 11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11, 11. Stop.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
11 MT.
Now Burrow changing things up here.
12, 12, 12. Stop.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Bengals at 3-5, 2 games under 500. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
A big play there for Cincinnati. 44 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are on the board first here this afternoon. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
That's feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. From the 25, here's 2nd and 3.
Back to throw. Sharp got an open man. It's Washington. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the 1st. Looking to throw. Sharp. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. On 1st, here's Washington. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Faster, faster. Fight, six. Ready?
Sacked on the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Fourth down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
11, 11, 11.
3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase.
A big play there for Cincinnati. 47 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
In motion left is Davis. Now Burrow on 1st down.
He finds his man. Complete. It's Lambert. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A gain of 32 that time. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. A great effort there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now 14-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here we go, set.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Black ultra. Set.
On 3rd down, Sharp. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
17.
And now they'll shift things around.
Steel, black. 52 blaster.
Throwing on 1st down, Sharp.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Zimmerman. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 21-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but The way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball. Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays, because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
11 MT paint. 11 MT paint.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
97.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try to pick themselves back up.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
43 rail.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Ready. Claws red. 6. Madden. Smack. Red. Cut.
On 1st and 10, Sharp. Complete to Washington. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
3-3. Blue strike. 10 cycles. Fight. White. Ready.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Sharp. And he'll get it right back to Washington. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Black shot. Green jack. Cut.
They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's Washington.
And they're going to have a first down and also well into field goal range, all the way down to the 15 here.
Down. Ready.
Give up the middle to Price. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Yellow. Slide through. Set.
Back to throw. Sharp. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Another shot to at least get on the board here. This is 3rd and goal.
Black Ultra. Mega. Field black.
In motion, the tight end. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Looking to throw. Sharp. Throw left side complete. That's Stewart. Touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dreadnoughts are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 28-7 ball game.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
On 2nd down, it's Zimmerman, and he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
60 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the 2nd half.
And quickly, they get to the line. Now it's Burrow. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Cincinnati. 52 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line.
Here we go.
That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is,
and nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown. A big play there. 83 yards.
And the Dreadnoughts are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, Burrow.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1st down. Here's Burrow. He finds his man. Complete. It's Lambert. A big play there for Cincinnati. 43 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
11 MT paint. 11 MT paint.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals. From 13 yards out, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
He's got a man, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. The throw over the middle, taken in. And touchdown! A great effort there. 39 yards.
And the Dreadnoughts are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point attempt to come here. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Bengals.
McPherson now for the extra point.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Sharp.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for Bengals TD.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Chidobe-Awuzie with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for Bengals TD. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he... This out to the 16-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Ready, break.
Now 2nd and 9.
Black shot. Set.
Back to throw. Sharp. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Price. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
10 seconds. Red, yellow.
Looking to throw. Sharp. He'll buy some time right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Logan Wilson. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
1-1, ready? 11, MT, take. 11, behind.
On 1st down, it's Zimmerman. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there. 35 yards. And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. So another loss in the cards as the ball comes out, and the Bengals grab it.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They'll run on 1st down. Zimmerman. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Play action. It's Burrow. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And they go play action now. Burrow. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ballgame as it's intercepted. Picked off by Drew Sanders. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
And now an audible here into something else.
52.
The 17-yard line.
Claws, 10. Fight, 60.
Off play action. Sharp. He finds his man. Complete. That's Price. It'll be a gain of 5. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. And now they're in the hurry-up.
52 blaster.
To throw on 3rd down. Sharp. That is caught. And he'll be out right at the 35. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you've mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. Sharp. That's taken in by Stewart. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Sharp. To the right side and complete to Washington. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the 1st.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got this one complete to Stewart. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at the 41-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Left sideline, a dime, and it looks like he's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 30 yards. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get your reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. 1st and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. That one looks like he'll throw here. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete to Chase. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Evan McPherson for the Bengals field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On the move to his left.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
It's a big play there on third down. 57 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Price. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And it's starting to look like that 3-game losing streak is going to be a thing of the past here. Coming up, 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout.
11, Thomas.
But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Looking deep here for Chase.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for Cincinnati. 56 yards. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
2nd and 10.
12. 11, Mighty. 11, Mighty. 11, Thomas.
Here's Burrow. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
On one, ready?
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
11 MT. 11 MT.
To the air again, Burrow. And this will be caught. And the advantage continues. It's another touchdown.
Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now a 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Sharp. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Nice dude.
They'll look to throw again. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
Ready.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs.
11.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And this is caught. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight